it is technically feasible to convert a square sine wave to a pure sine wave, but it is not a simple or inexpensive process. It requires sophisticated electronic circuitry and specialized expertise. While some electronic shops may have the necessary equipment and skills, it is unlikely that a typical shop would be able to perform this conversion effectively. Modifying complex power electronics like UPS systems is beyond the scope of most general electronics repair shops. The cost of converting a UPS to output to pure sine wave would likely be prohibitive. It would involve replacing or modifying numerous internal components, making it comparable to purchasing a new UPS. Instead of modifying the UPS, consider these alternatives. Firstly, use a voltage converter. A voltage converter can convert the square sine wave output of the UPS to pure sine wave. This is a more affordable and readily available solution, but it may introduce efficiency losses. Secondly, purchase a sine wave UPS. If a reliable pure sine wave output is required, it is recommended to invest in a UPS specifically designed to produce a sine wave. While it is technically possible to convert a square sine wave UPS to a pure sine wave UPS, it is not a feasible or cost-effective option for most cases. Exploring alternative solutions, such as voltage converters or purchasing a sine wave UPS, is more practical. A square wave is a non-sinusoidal periodic waveform in which the amplitude alternates at a steady frequency between fixed minimum and maximum values, with the same duration at minimum and maximum. In other words, a square wave is a waveform that alternates regularly and instantaneously between two levels. A sine wave, on the other hand, is a smooth, continuous wave. Many electronic devices are designed to operate with sine wave power. Using a square wave to power such devices can lead to inefficiencies, overheating, and potential damage. UPS, or uninterruptible power supply, is a device that provides backup power when the main power source fails. Some UPS units output a square wave, while others output a sine wave. For sensitive electronic equipment, a sine wave UPS is generally preferred. Converting a square wave to a sine wave involves filtering out the harmonics present in the square wave. Harmonics are frequencies that are multiples of the fundamental frequency. A square wave contains a large number of odd harmonics. A filter circuit can be designed to attenuate these harmonics, resulting in a waveform that more closely approximates a sine wave. There are several types of filter circuits that can be used, including passive filters, active filters, and digital filters. Passive filters use only resistors, capacitors, and inductors. They are simple and inexpensive, but they can also introduce significant losses. Active filters use operational amplifiers in addition to resistors, capacitors, and inductors. They can provide better performance than passive filters, but they are also more complex and expensive. Digital filters use digital signal processing techniques to filter the waveform. They can provide very high performance, but they also require a digital signal processor. A voltage converter, also known as an inverter, is a device that converts direct current, or DC voltage, to alternating current, or AC voltage. Some voltage converters are designed to output a sine wave, while others output a modified sine wave or a square wave. A voltage converter can be used to convert the square wave output of a UPS to a sine wave. However, it is important to choose a voltage converter that is designed to output a high-quality sine wave. Some voltage converters may introduce distortion or noise into the sine wave. Purchasing a sine wave UPS is the simplest and most reliable way to obtain a sine wave power source. Sine wave UPS units are specifically designed to output a clean, stable sine wave. They are available in a variety of sizes and power ratings to meet different needs. When choosing a sine wave UPS, it is important to consider the power requirements of the equipment that will be connected to it. The UPS should be able to provide enough power to support the equipment during a power outage. It is also important to consider the runtime of the UPS. The runtime is the amount of time that the UPS can provide power during a power outage. If a long runtime is required, then a larger UPS with more batteries will be needed. In summary, While it is technically possible to convert a square wave UPS to a sine wave UPS, it is generally not a feasible or cost-effective option. A better approach is to use a voltage converter or purchase a sine wave UPS. These alternatives offer a more practical and reliable solution. The determination of whether it's feasible and cost-effective to convert a square wave UPS to a pure sine wave UPS involves a careful evaluation of the technical challenges, the required expertise, the potential costs, and the available alternatives. While technically possible, the conversion is often impractical for several reasons. The primary challenge lies in the significant differences between a square wave and a sine wave. A square wave consists of abrupt voltage transitions between two fixed levels, whereas a sine wave exhibits a smooth, continuous oscillation. To transform a square wave into a sine wave, it is necessary to eliminate the sharp edges and introduce the smooth, sinusoidal shape. This process typically involves filtering out the harmonic frequencies that are inherent in a square wave. Harmonics are multiples of the fundamental frequency of the waveform. A square wave contains a large number of odd harmonics, which contribute to its sharp edges. Filtering these harmonics requires sophisticated electronic circuitry, such as active filters or digital signal processors. These filters are designed to attenuate the unwanted harmonics while preserving the fundamental frequency. Designing and implementing these filters requires specialized knowledge of signal processing and filter design. The expertise needed to modify a UPS system to convert its output from a square wave to a sine wave is not commonly found in general electronics repair shops. UPS systems are complex power electronic devices that require a deep understanding of power conversion techniques, feedback control systems, and electromagnetic compatibility. Modifying such systems without the necessary expertise can lead to unpredictable results, instability, or even damage to the UPS or the connected equipment. The cost of converting a square wave UPS to a pure sine wave UPS can be substantial. It would likely involve replacing or modifying numerous internal components, including the inverter circuitry, the filtering components, and the control system. The cost of these components, combined with the labor costs of a qualified technician, could easily exceed the cost of purchasing a new sine wave UPS. The labor costs are a significant factor because the conversion process can be time-consuming and require meticulous attention to detail. It may involve disassembling the UPS, identifying the relevant components, designing and implementing the necessary modifications, and testing the modified system to ensure that it meets the required performance specifications. Given the technical challenges, the required expertise, and the potential costs, it is often more practical to explore alternative solutions. One alternative is to use a voltage converter, also known as an inverter, that is specifically designed to convert a square wave to a sine wave. These voltage converters typically employ filtering techniques to remove the harmonics from the square wave and generate a sine wave output. However, it is important to choose a voltage converter that is designed to output a high-quality sine wave with low distortion. Some voltage converters may introduce distortion or noise into the sine wave, which could still be problematic for sensitive electronic equipment. Another alternative is to simply purchase a sine wave UPS. Sine wave UPS units are specifically designed to output a clean, stable sine wave. They are available in a variety of sizes and power ratings to meet different needs. While a sine wave UPS may be more expensive than a square wave UPS, it offers a more reliable and cost-effective solution in the long run, especially if the UPS is intended to power sensitive electronic equipment. In conclusion, while it is technically possible to convert a square wave UPS to a pure sine wave UPS, it is generally not a feasible or cost-effective option for most cases. The technical challenges, the required expertise, and the potential costs make it a less attractive alternative than using a voltage converter or purchasing a sine wave UPS. Exploring these alternative solutions is more practical and can provide a more reliable and cost-effective solution for powering sensitive electronic equipment. The efficiency losses associated with using a voltage converter can be a factor to consider. Voltage converters are not 100% efficient. Some of the input power is lost during the conversion process. The efficiency of a voltage converter is typically expressed as a percentage. A voltage converter with an efficiency of 90% will convert 90% of the input power into output power, with the remaining 10% being lost as heat or other forms of energy. The efficiency of a voltage converter can vary depending on the design of the converter, the input voltage, the output voltage, and the load current. High-quality voltage converters typically have higher efficiencies than low-quality voltage converters. The efficiency of a voltage converter can also decrease as the load current increases. This is because the internal components of the converter dissipate more power at higher currents. When choosing a voltage converter, it is important to consider its efficiency. A voltage converter with a higher efficiency will consume less power and generate less heat. This can save money on electricity bills and reduce the risk of overheating. The decision of whether to use a voltage converter or purchase a sine wave UPS depends on several factors, including the cost, the performance requirements, and the efficiency requirements. If cost is the primary concern, then a voltage converter may be the more attractive option. Voltage converters are typically less expensive than sine wave UPS units. However, if performance and efficiency are more important, then a sine wave UPS may be the better choice. Sine wave UPS units provide cleaner, more stable power source and are typically more efficient than voltage converters. The type of equipment that will be powered by the UPS is also a factor to consider. Sensitive electronic equipment, such as computers, servers, and medical devices, typically require a sine wave power source. Using a square wave power source with this type of equipment can lead to malfunctions or damage. In these cases, a sine wave UPS is the only appropriate solution. If the equipment is not sensitive to the type of power source, then a voltage converter may be a viable option. However, it is important to ensure that the voltage converter provides a stable and reliable power source. In summary, the decision of whether to use a voltage converter or purchase a sine wave UPS depends on the specific requirements of the application. If cost is the primary concern and the equipment is not sensitive to the type of power source, then a voltage converter may be a viable option. However, if performance, efficiency, and reliability are more important, or if the equipment is sensitive to the type of power source, then a sine wave UPS is the better choice. When considering the use of a voltage converter to convert a square wave output from a UPS to a sine wave for powering motors, it's crucial to understand the implications for motor performance and longevity. Motors, especially those used in industrial or critical applications, are designed to operate optimally with a clean sine wave voltage. Operating them with a modified or approximated sine wave, like the output from some voltage converters, can introduce several issues. Firstly, motors operating on non-sinusoidal waveforms experience increased heating. The harmonic content present in the square wave, even after being processed by a voltage converter, can cause eddy current losses in the motor's core and windings. These losses translate directly into heat, which can degrade the motor's insulation over time, leading to premature failure. Secondly, the torque produced by the motor may be affected. Motors are designed to produce smooth, consistent torque when supplied with a sine wave voltage. Non-sinusoidal waveforms can cause torque pulsations, which can lead to increased vibration and noise. In some cases, these torque pulsations can also reduce the motor's efficiency and overall performance. Thirdly, the lifespan of the motor can be significantly shortened. The combination of increased heating and torque pulsations can put excessive stress on the motor's components, leading to accelerated wear and tear. This can result in more frequent maintenance and repairs, as well as a reduced overall lifespan for the motor. When evaluating the feasibility of using a voltage converter, it's important to consider the specific characteristics of the motors being powered. Factors such as the motor's size, type, and application can all influence its sensitivity to non-sinusoidal waveforms. For example, smaller motors may be more susceptible to overheating, while motors used in precision applications may be more sensitive to torque pulsations. It's also important to consider the quality of the sine wave output from the voltage converter. Not all voltage converters produce a true sine wave. Some produce a modified sine wave, which is a stepped approximation of a sine wave. These modified sine waves may still contain significant harmonic content, which can cause problems for motors. Before using a voltage converter to power motors, it's advisable to consult with a motor specialist or electrical engineer. They can assess the specific application and recommend the most appropriate solution. In some cases, it may be necessary to use a high-quality voltage converter with advanced filtering capabilities to ensure that the motor receives a clean sine wave voltage. Alternatively, it may be more cost-effective and reliable to simply purchase a sine wave UPS. In conclusion, while it may be technically possible to use a voltage converter to convert a square wave output from a UPS to a sine wave for powering motors, it's important to carefully consider the potential implications for motor performance and longevity. Increased heating, torque pulsations, and a shortened lifespan are all potential consequences of operating motors on non-sinusoidal waveforms. Consulting with a motor specialist or electrical engineer is recommended to ensure that the most appropriate solution is chosen for the specific application. When considering the use of a UPS to provide backup power for motors, especially those used in critical applications, the choice between a square wave UPS and a sine wave UPS is a significant one. The type of waveform produced by the UPS can have a direct impact on the motor's performance, efficiency, and lifespan. A square wave UPS produces a waveform that alternates abruptly between two voltage levels, creating sharp edges and a high harmonic content. This type of waveform is not ideal for powering motors, as it can lead to several problems. Firstly, motors operating on square wave power experience increased heating. The harmonic content in the square wave causes eddy current losses in the motor's core and windings, which generate heat. This increased heat can degrade the motor's insulation over time, leading to premature failure. Secondly, the torque produced by the motor may be affected. Square wave power can cause torque pulsations, which can lead to increased vibration and noise. These torque pulsations can also reduce the motor's efficiency and overall performance. Thirdly, the lifespan of the motor can be significantly shortened. The combination of increased heating and torque pulsations puts excessive stress on the motor's components, leading to accelerated wear and tear. This can result in more frequent maintenance and repairs, as well as a reduced overall lifespan for the motor. A sine wave UPS, on the other hand, produces a smooth, continuous waveform that closely resembles the AC power typically supplied by the utility grid. This type of waveform is ideal for powering motors, as it minimizes the risks associated with square wave power. Sine wave power reduces heating, eliminates torque pulsations, and extends the lifespan of the motor. When choosing a UPS for motors, it's important to consider the specific requirements of the application. Factors such as the motor's size, type, and criticality can all influence the choice of UPS. For critical applications where motor downtime is unacceptable, a sine wave UPS is generally the preferred choice. While sine wave UPS units may be more expensive than square wave UPS units, the benefits they provide in terms of motor performance, efficiency, and lifespan often outweigh the additional cost. For less critical applications where motor downtime is not as significant, a square wave UPS may be a viable option. However, it's important to be aware of the potential risks associated with square wave power and to take steps to mitigate these risks. One way to mitigate the risks of square wave power is to use a motor that is specifically designed to operate on non-sinusoidal waveforms. These motors typically have enhanced insulation and cooling systems to withstand the increased heating caused by square wave power. Another way to mitigate the risks of square wave power is to use a filter to remove the harmonics from the square wave. These filters can reduce the heating and torque pulsations caused by square wave power. In conclusion, when choosing a UPS for motors, it's important to carefully consider the type of waveform produced by the UPS. A sine wave UPS is generally the preferred choice for critical applications, as it minimizes the risks associated with square wave power. For less critical applications, a square wave UPS may be a viable option, but it's important to be aware of the potential risks and to take steps to mitigate these risks.